A great Tuesday evening, and then a very wetting raining day, and ensure a gugu. I want to say, dear, say it in the minimum, baby, our regional woman, and soon saying, and I tell her, since soon after war horse, obey me the message now, mammy. Abra or share me numbers in the Gusunum 0244013240 0244013240. The last point, social political show, and I'm not so they break up him say non do bebo. You be do my Ghana Hong Kong, but the weather is very cool. I mean, emu su enyu pa. Weather na emu ye ding, and emu su enyu. And then Tuesday, May 19, 2026, and Ray Yedawase say what do we feed now? Ato. Dove TV and SOTV and Ray, we are part of the Last Point Social Political Show. My name is Kwabena Usuajima, the governor. I was Said Mohammed, the production team, and Emmanuel Sakiana Asante, actually, then the Prince Polly on social media, Bibia de Mukama Power Hall, technical department, and Dakon Kofi Dakon Emmanuel. And Isaac and Atiti, the Jumadi Brew, Oko front desk, I'll be home Mary na wohu Angie. Chief Executive Producer Dr. Sofayasi Okanse, and then company sponsor and then me so Heba Hospital nti ye na kambo me djumadi ebro no do any ebe sorry. Once again, my name is Kwabena Usuajima, the governor. Sit, relax, enjoy the show. Kopim say ye be sorry. Emrepa munum ye be ma wo ho kwan na wonso aba mu no aka wadwen akire wadwen ne ye ne abadwafo be sinkonya wo studio say na ye di enkomo na o hwe ne a na no metis afenyomakins the way o keka na adwen chire na adwen dem a I mean, judge and I say, Papa, I saw a casa trash. Me no casa idea. NDC demand parliamentary probe into Afenyomakins' attack on judge. Yes, I said it. The very first day. In fact, I was watching the press conference and kind of worse be Afenyomakins you see, and it was too harsh to me. I mean, but anyways, Obibeka says, is it the first time? But Obibeka says, should we justify the previous government here now? Ibedi home komo ewo ha say we will make Ghana ungovernable if harassment continues. Salam Mustafa warns. Aranje Repa. The youth organizer Adema, the biggest opposition party, Salam Mustafa say on behese sa ban we say kwan your person on fasu move mine ontimi emu mine peacefully and they say omo koso harass MPP for and say na dey chan ya tro dey chan say ya na Salam dey na betima why you bro say demonstration udi atema won so mbecho if you give out any threat they will arrest you. Yes, they will arrest you. Monshana Monyana no man and Kosovo why. Asante Achim North MP to face Dutch court in 48 hours. They drew near the Omadinebeko court. 48 hours time. Omadinebeko court. You be home come na yasha. We patch your number ne that's no. You fanfare you the testing message. Emre do say you be person mon fra. We will give you numbers some be free. So those calling this number, please, mo enjoy. na we ne ye fan frɛ ye text message nti no mo am frɛ no just text the message the opesa wonka na waka Haruna Maleba NDC communication team member ebe join ye has say na Bright Opoku Boama member edema MPP communication team also will join us here na yedin komo yemfa na sema eso heba hospital said me o maka ye ho yede Jumadi Ebro awa Said Mohammed a join me say awa kwaba net saying
kwabra
so yede nyame ase ensuo na top pap na
kwabna nyame ayadum abehia na mbom nkraba kopɛ na me pese me de ma Greater Accra Regional Minister
why dey
Linda Okro mesre ne se nkran ayesum Greater Accra ayesum
na ne na obi
na hanso ayefi nkran ayefi nti mesre ne se ontwa nani mehwe nkran
ase ha note
ebia no hu ye nti ontwa nani mehwe nkran why na nkran ayesum asan ayefi amakro ne fe ne esesa nkran fe ne esesa
we know say udi agra na form of punishment in your transfer of Accra ko
za no be because on chin krom high time sa wonnam ufin kran Greater Accra region e friend we start fi Lawrence Park na be do tudu etumi bo 1 na ball agu wa embesai na de ache so no ma besisa na be 12
asante your friend say pokuase interchange you know MC no pokuase friend say hoye gaden your friend is saying mon check mame so this pokuase interchange is one of the fantastic interchanges hoye gan west and mon check gan west MC mame hwade I don't know what the some actual say udru say interchange we can issue one obeche bi no
obeche bi no
wo hwe how almost designing interchange na say effect enti yentimi ga o say gan west MC untimi say pokuase interchange untimi nya bibia wo ho because so udru pokuase interchange wo but left we say wo dey frako ACP Estate Junction ho no wo hwe a boys bi bobo wo ho so ultimate design ho no kama mpo say boys no mo bo wo mu nke ye kama what I say light boba interchange na fe so we should beautify the interchange na nye kama na nye fe but I don't know we MC totem bia let us yan dream bibi ho nye bibi yan dream bibi ho enye bibi
nye de bia no bi bedwan man
de bi enye de bia wo bukum that is why you said think outside the box
yes obi adwan man na wo bukum
outside the box do something Ashanti regional minister MPP for binu mate say Henry Kwabena Kokofu say when he's become your friend is a regional chairman or best stop it Ashanti regional minister or painty we say can you imagine can you imagine Mr. Lawyer Kokofu if indeed you said that can you imagine I don't get it you see where your co school no say you can say visual arts for they almost fair impo and you who almost say 7 previous one nya dey and say because we are what
and I would draw
it is ade efe na say wako school that is why maths and science quiz edru ho ahwe because ade na wako sua no there is a platform for you to justify it do it my yenhwe eno na ma sa da ni na de ayefe ayekama na nne obi aka say wo sua visual art wo sua draw art na bibia no be ye me yehwe kran se na wakotwere we sei eti wo anya mofe ade we ya brante no oye wo kumase no enya mofe ama na ye kama ayefe wo hu eti brante ya ade a still nkokradwen na how can you ade ja so be stopping o ba be stop for what reason for what reason
so ba
eti pokuase MC munye bi pokuase your friends Ga West MC munye bi pokuase interchange fe munye design bi wase ho flowers
can I share no my own
can I share say me choice ye feed the street me be da bia me do ho ameka Hofef ayefe this efe let us beautify the capital city ayefe
me I say MC for any DC for me or mobile this time me shada nwo moju
obi anya hwe na you see we interchange we hefa there no the mother atos na obeche bi de na America o de hwe ase kra odu enyo
fe ne fe
enyo fe
ne fe
we de kra de we ye ase ne keku se popo no hono wo design bi a meaning say ye egu wudu atu say yes wood number bi a eye kama efe na dia ya dia for say 30 or say 40 bibi fe kama say
dana mi do kwa say size ne fu pan o
But ye nkrofo bi de mokọ de ho na bookum de na do your friend say your friend say 3 unit block na ye si your friend say na boho bi ni ha makoye na toilet bi ho asai na we I mean de bia de obi aye na think out the outside the box do something
de bia they do they
3 unit block ko bi say oh me buy no me MC bi a menini di nkomo se obaye na first thing na oye ne say of ahemfo no so chiacha wo ma ne hu se wa bo no mo be we achievement what you know we achievement what for ahemfo so chiacha e achievement wo tre wo buku me dey ya born too much and now so obey obi adi constituency chairman amoba ya mo so ko DC kofo DC for na mu hu omo ana obi ye doctor obi ye engineer obi ye wey ede am be kra ni o ma say ye koye chi o Ghana ni ye koye chi o
ye koye ni mo kobra ye koye ni se opese hu se Ghana koye ni ma hwe transport system
o de ye mfa we mra na Ghana first na ye di ba mu a bibi aboko de
ye me adum kobra wo ga so bedru Ghana ho ti be o ya
me de ya say too much
Ghana me de me feel say DCs na MC they are not performing
me say
perform
and next time say mo position obi onim life bo no a onim sika pe memfa no to adwuma no
obi
onim life bo
na onim
a onim sika pe
arentia
onim life bo na so onim sika pe o tete kwani a ontime nya adwuma ema sika ma ema onya bi ni because nipa no onim life bo no pese sika na no nya sika bi control shadows papa bi show no omusu ntimu no nipa no onim life bo bi obi bibia ye ne fe now we have Capitola. Who Afro?
Onim life bo san
so life bo nim sika di ti da bia na ni ye sika fo na ankrofo minimum. Ukoni dem a ayi bed ayi fia bi na odeda ho de we control adwuma no we no
onim life bo
onim life bo bibia ye ne fe onya toto ba ku twa wa wi bibia ye ne fe obia mi so obia onim life bo bia na ye va ne tu bibia no titi kwase muom sa na so popra we so ye DC yo MC
okochecha info
na wo hwe kwampoku
yes kwampoku DC
obe ball life obe tro de ko etu be ba wa perform come
no onima de ne fensu nti no oye ne
oye ma ne ye fe
yes
obe ma district wa ye fe wo hwe kwampoku wo hwe awuku
yes
amo awuku
yes obe chirawo obe chira in fact na wa kana fina magiatum
so na ko fatete kwafo de guy we onim dressing pa your friends dey na kokope David Asante okọ Ghana publish wa hwe de oye
yes
obi o de ni so ade efe bia onim la ohwe si to out say bi obi onim life bo bia no oye bibia ma opede efe na sa tete kwafo nkrofo bia minimum pa sa nkrofo obi so onim life bo bia sa di nkonkonsa obi onim life bo bia odi nkonkonsa oni sikape odi ni dia ne se nkonkonsa nti ohu se washa atade papa ohu se washa atade no
iziko yo ubisika no
ko ubisika sa ni nyansa wofo
kora emro ebitami chia minia be mai oso ohwe London energy oso ohwe
yeah wishing is speedy recovery but catch ne say meba say o say me so meba na meba
o mbaye no etise wo ho
meba
o mbaye na etise wo ho
David me say meba na maba nti meba
but o mbaye kwa etise wo ho
London nyame on say ya de mai nyame nenim I mean the best be nyame nim de nti o ma ne si right o da so tin kwamo ide nyame na ye de yes re nkwa tenten de ma ho den ma
Yeah, Shani Muda.
Oh, Dabby.
Yeah, Shani Moenja in the Muda.
Na ya yi kakra bi but ya wi nyame obete yenka.
Yes.
Why? Obete yenka.
So
Lodora is fantastic guy.
Yeah. You're very positive.
Very positive guy. Very positive. Who's on his open life?
Yes.
To the niat.
Two man be MC. Pananka. Energy man MC.
Nani kro when mu die. Also go to a hangy we.
Energy
man.
man.
Obi na nije wan talk to hu bia. Ode me come kasa kwachi.
Come right, yes. Na say open so just say energy man on the life bo. Two man be MC ya.
Na say na club TV Jacosa da Roma. O hwehwe. Na o hwa to say we.
Na kwa me nim life bo.
O o ya de na ka di machi. O ya de pa. Ase be na okay. Na Jacosa da Roma. Jacosa da Roma. Say Jacosa so say mu.
Yes.
Hey, Jacosa. Hey, Jacosa. Wama boys na ye kama. Esa ka se me match nkrofo we na de na ko no mako yi nda. Ko Jacosa de obo. Na so on so per life.
Ni coach no ta shepa te sit with ko. Mako
set.
Ne otimeni we. Coach no wa she sa. Ese ma no kwasa teacher.
Chirapa. We.
O man ko MC.
We.
O man ko MC.
Sa makache da kuna tade bi meshi no. Meshi no.
And never start to fear.
Me Mr. Tefri mi fi da kun chat meshi no. Sa blue bi o de da how shine is meshi no. So nim no this year be meshi no.
Any say Jaka be na no. Jaka
be friend Jirija. Be na ni sisi o na ni gu no.
Ko ba me ena mi so ko ati. Na say
o say Muhammad dress e fe.
Yeah. Ni so
Akufu ado hwesi ucha wu.
Yeah.
Na po dress ya wu. Na po dress hwe Sami Jemfi. O dress enya wakono.
Joko e fe good board.
Sami dress enya wakono.
Boyjuma.
Sami hwe what am for the dress bedjimo guess na mu de munima. Dress no perfect papa bi. Egu first appearance.
The county palm.
Na ko hu DCBMC bi ni na ye bi na me wadamfo eye friend say MPB ni friend coat kese. Oka unim no. Coat kese Ashanti region.
Oh yeah. Me coat kese mo location no.
Me po obi abe hu. O the coat kese sia na ye true no.
Ye true so simple.
What's it true no? But when the put dress na the co parliament. I don't know the few.
I don't know the few to me true.
Coat kese ye the honorable coat is so coat is what the coat kese sa me. Ma men chair ye friends honorable James Techima South MC. Honorable Bibia woko there. Me Techima South MC James Oye brutal or Techima South. On the mini pan.
On say no.
On mini pan.
Nisa boy.
Yeah, mini pan. MP for the big dress pa be so cool.
Na imai. Isaki.
Rasta man. No wa sha dey feel say kuruma bomu. E to aso na. Obi se ofakle so e. Ofakle. Who ko pass mama? Ofakle. Wakusku akwa brofa kese na wakaka.
You are saying you are saying
Brofa kese ofakle.
Mama sorry.
Obi se ofakle so. Ofakle abeka na se.
Mama sorry. Mama sorry.
Medra brutal. I'm see if one be no you do to kwafo too much.
Mama sorry.
Anyways, yeah, to us. We decide no here them pabo.
hey, you are saying
Simply sir.
Kora.
Awa.
Minia. Kaje mase men kan asem nti no. Onja messages no. Men kan asem.
Girl Bina. O ka kire me say me misaw. Our boyfriend. O ka say ne boy ni no na no boa. Boy ne man sika. But boy na say akofa another girl. Obisa no say ah de ope bia me de ma. Everything me ye ma. Eti kwa the fact that makofo obi account on doesn't mean say me hwe. And again catch say Debbie, you can't love two people at a time. Uye de obedo ba kwa che obi. enti de wo ye ne mani nje ho ne boy ne si da bi obedo mu ina ono obi nja obi ono obi nche obi enti me misao can a man the love back on betin their mama me no ana at a time
yeah be ma betimi ado ma me no at the same time odo mu ina na mom o woni nti odedo obi a yeah so what I say be ma betimi ado e ma me no wetimi a chen love mom me no ina na mom ye bibi ba ko no odedo mu ina obetimi ado ba ko ahonfe eni nti no odedo no pan because of na ahonfe no akodo ba ko bi susuban odo no pan because of ni suban obetimi ado ba ko bi because of ni love making odo no pan because of that but don't mean chesa odo ba ko ne mom me nu ina obetimi ado mu ni ina na me ka that say don't mean do me ni ina because of say bia ba ko ma honfe nti ado me ni ina because of ma honfe but be do ba ko for reason bi no ado ba ko for but ni no odo mu pepepe nti be ma betimi a share ni love with two women but enye the same at the end of the way but do me ni ina at the same time
Bema betima do mami no
at the same time. Yes.
Odomo ono bi ncho bi. But what the odido we and what the odido we. So what I say. O ni nti odido we. Na we ni nti odido we. But obedo mu na at the same time. Bet me che love na mo mu na at the same time. But ya de na odido we no. E na odido we. O ni odido we. Na odido we. But the love will be the same.
Yes. Do be some say. Bema betimi a share ni love amamba me root me share ma 3 or even 4. But when you do
the here is all my be any ya.
Yes, but when you do bia. That's what I say. Or don't the way because of the telling me I could see I'm a don.
And Muslims no more worry 2, 3 no.
Yeah.
Omo team child don't more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Okay.
No, I bet me I share the love among more than 2, more than 3. But on do omo 4, I dare say you don't win because of or don't hear back. And when into or the do bia.
Very well.
So what I
see, me have a so question no.
Yes.
Counselor answer or say yes. Be ma betima do ma me no. It said the all can. It said the all can says 1,000 or more every week or say on so. I say oba no hot 3 times a week on so. Or betima do the say or betima do the but bia or don or the don the or the don no or jina so the don different from the or they don powerful.
Bema betimi ado but no gina so de do bia na different.
Different.
Yes.
Okay.
But betimi ado me amienu ana me.
Very well. Okay, so one answer we counselor wa my counselor says show we bibia wo mu bi afutuo wo bibia wo me na Tuesday me ameda enti ma taking no cool kakra. Na awa production monya customs videos no mame. You see?
Hey.
Wo hu ewiase wo hu. Say aya na ye kasa muntie o. Ye kasa omoye den omuntie. Me no na tena nya ha na ya tena yo ya tena from radio so na aba be su ha say obia nim ne de
obia nim
ne de
yes
obia nim ne de
yes
me boa
yes
hwe de what I screen so obia nim ne de
wow
what I say
yeah
we the current customs commissioner
Mr.
Aaron Kano ena ne ode nim panifo me say mo friend number we munjai me de yade munjai eye text message number wa me say mo
ya omuntu makru no mu ye
we nim na ye ka say mo muntie enti no mbe MC mo makru no mu ye fe because yes menfre o se menfre yes menfre o se menfre wa hu enna okọ port
nna okọ port
oba yi na so omugusu frɛ ene yina na okọ na ene oba as a custom your friend is a commissioner and then of visit port and a custom the official visit na ni just no ko a ne nkrofo di hia no
because of
and we can say ye die
ka wa hanu no
ye die nie enti we na omo aye say no ye be boa commissioner man na de age revenue
yes.
Say me catch say under this commissioner, the revenue, the target. I'll be the first person to declare GRA customs or more target this year.
Yes.
Me say by September and November, they will declare their target. I feel they will declare their. I will sit here and declare their target.
Wow.
Na ni just runkubia. Or this no.
Because omudi no.
Na eni gise wo mom ni say enyo no kwa na koyo and o person promote manti Madam Teresa Kobi o in charge of operations Yes, in charge of operations. The whole thing say Madam Teresa Naniadin. Yet the battle in charge of operations. Hey. Ordina Kobi. Nana Brago. Ekobi. Ono so Kobi. Eti ohwe sampani phone we say ya. Odo omo ye den. Ekoye. Na DC Nana Brago owusu ansa. Okay, say my count no. Na DC Teresa. Odo omo koye. Na hwe adwuma ani GS no kon ekọ. Omo kwen no mo pay visit that man director of port. Gapo.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. And no money omo kodi nkomo oh kwan be na ye be fa so a ye na ebetuma de abo oman no che se oman ni da na koma so no dru ho no mo ka se papa men kasa wo do ye de o wo ye de ye nkofo bi metna yes wo no ye de so we are here for you we are there for you yes obo wani a ye te ase o kata wani a ye te ase
yes
eti me tro se da bia no say and custom we almost saw your margin say if he said there your friends a commissioner anyone another commissioner be should be custom officer so because of that omo be boa juma am Ghana for we say yenso ye na enye sisi enye sebi plebia odwu ho awonte ase say wo kofa nipa wo fra outside the institution say
oni medjuma ni mu oni experience we juma no
we say there be etihwe say momo ensemo a momo video momo ye me ne awa na so say na momo video na no mo de jubilate wo ho no momo na omuntie nsema na mo kana de Ghana fonti
we mama kai mra ye bo irati no say obe ai
ya uhu ye ense say no hwe wo police edman de we see
yeah
obieti ma
Champion. The revenue is coming.
This is
a joke.
We need a joke. The revenue is coming.
Nyankwada is arrow. Nyankwada. More revenue.
For the president.
I swear.
For the president.
More
revenue for the president.
I swear. Nyankwada is arrow. No shaking.
Nyankwada.
Who said Mr. Arrow no day?
Champion.
Day. Why?
Champion.
The revenue is coming.
This is
a joke.
We need a joke. The revenue is coming.
Nyankwada is arrow. Nyankwada. More revenue.
For the president.
I swear.
For the president.
More
revenue for the president.
I swear. Nyankwada is arrow.
Enya me na make what I say which is omo de aba na me meti asesi na wakwa fire service ni so meya me programs manager o asema okay anya di onanim me
onim bibia fa
no to me then
onim bibia fa
what I say
yes so o man topic come to me discuss
eti na eron kano store echo your friend say Tema Port, any sector commander or ho, any director of port, that's Gapoha, any Penifu or ina, or Muye no Mosanko regional police head office. Echo chair regional commander. What I say? And a Jume course or Monfa Jume course or Kama. I mean, this is how we should do the thing. And I know, I wish you want me what papa will.
Yes. Baby, Miss Cobra, you're trying to come on in America. Among 4 be ye, Jumana be ye, Jumano. Ye nimejumedi omudi. And I trust you say, a Juma amount for you, so Casso di Nipanakasane dear be ya. A be or start see. If you be no abedu baby, I will be doing to pass all the ranks. Na bedu. In the bad experience, onim tamore mu no nim experience onyaye and na bibia obedu so nim say no aha na mabedu edumede no edumede no there's no way any port is abe feel
eduma ye
so what I say
ukoba bia and also kwabna me start as a producer
yes
producer na me start na me toso 5
now toso 5
me baye benya be toso 4 third second
no be
ye executive producer me boa
yes Yes.
Me be executive producer.
Yes.
Afi du be na say na mo shamase.
Any shawase. Why do we produce? But I must start as a reporter.
Also start as a reporter.
And
na news. And na producer. And na executive producer. And na
and na mashamase.
Yo boshawase. Otina no bet. Oye be ma o kasa on kasa.
Onye. Mi ro ha on kasa mon ka bibi no ha de. O chro ma show ni so.
More your friends commissioner baso but ade ba ko a unse commissioner onye hwehwe ni mu onye ye ma mehwe enti okọ aboko na wakoya ba okọ aboko na wakoya ba obi anka come say kese so commissioner nyame hira onko so anyo kese no ma won kwa tete ni nyansa nyame mu nyansa na tinfa ye adwuma ne kama
e fa minim se obesosidi
obeye
me nko ade
obeye
minim se papa no ye den obesosidi na ye de empire bo beta na chi say na we see starting ni mo obi obeye adwuma no ba na hyase no tum so obeye ni oba ya na to go for bag na yes and unless we do we tu anamo akopot enti we chese papa ni on tina office no was mase mon komra ono angaze tu anamo na wako na chire good leadership
mon share na ye very say afi ma me twa me ho brite wo me ba me the Ghana first April
I try my cover by Esweba Center.
Mejemoso.
If I show you any baby of a buy.
Edin the Lydia. Jebuni Lydia.
But I want us an oba and a baby in a buy.
Baby in a buy.
Then a baby no.
Nanny meaning Inanya, I am white.
Me no need now you're white. Baby, no idea how many months.
No 6 months.
When you're 6 months. And it's time when I start here.
Me won 1 week time na near white the pa na and na a face. Na me didn't call hospital. No, mamma, I drop some in fan by so. Measure not as only win so. And me I drop no na. Me share as no best TV. Sentana missy me never have it.
And see, wouldn't call hospital? No, must then Tina and in your white, sir.
Oh, man, card the cry, man, yes. I'll walk a chance on your 1 year. Me fan but no more no pressure.
Jennifer, yes, thank you. Hi. Oh, yeah. Okay. Baby, no, about first, no. Oma dear, onto me, NG. But say, I saw someone one pair, or to me, Jim Mike, ni finesse, no. After that, I give me paper and a crown, but some farmer may be.
This is yeah,
Jennifer. Fawi, mammy, Nejiwe. Fawi, bra. Hey, why give me paper, no? Jennifer. Yeah. Well, wedgie. Was Sanji Bill? Yes, so somebody once. Yes, also man once with Dr. S.O. eye drop no. Akola no hu waji a tissue no po. We
pa.
O de Jennifer Fabra. Je. Wa. Je we count. Je we count. Jennifer. When who phone no so enti wasanji phone no so wasanji akola ya wo no 1 week pepepe ade abesi neni so no ene pe aya so neni so ma no once pe watume hu nyama mekita ne na asanji cry de dia agro ye enti ma den na obeka cho mo show
Omo hwe me ka chiro obi ase obi owo eye problem bi on fambra SO Herbal Center no oba ono so obenya adansie sese ni ama ba benya adansie na me damo ase bebre ni emo ya mai nya me hyiram nya me ma ade fita eda ho no ni nyina me se metimi nya duro no kofi na ni nyina ntime papa mai
because akola ya wo no 1 week pepepe ade abesi neni so
medical hospital mo se diso nya 1 year so no ma ya ne operation na me hwe mo TV so na me se me di beba be hwe so me di ba ya no ma hunu nsesaye
wo di ba so ehun nsesaye
me di
o say first na before e be so neni no so wo di ade ma no kra o ye ne se o pese o hwe dia ba sisi ano no atumi hu se wo kita bibi na ma so
sisi ansesa ya bam senya so na fita no sisi fita no so aba
from tuntum afi de tuntum no show kama sana Dr. S.O. eye drop no ye ejuma
me da se ya me shiram ya me ya mo kesi
enti nyame wa ye bi alright
Samuel Kwaba, Emma Wajo, Edeba, the last point social political show was Dove TV and SO TV. Awa, you see, on said Nano Name say, once a Nano Name say, Ibrahim Mahama, or Siska or Ghana, but we don't know how to invest it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
President Kufuor kan sisika wo Ghana mebo ayeti sika so comedy
yeah
and Ibrahim Mahama sisika wo Ghana but we don't know how to invest the money and makase nokre 100%
yeah welcome
enti me no me hu leaders a yetim di oman Ghana show mo nsa na sika wo oman Ghana na nkrofo bi ehunu ama no South Africa ye bro mo South Africa na beko Asia kuro binom so na Ghana fo ehunu ama no wo ho na ya yete hai na so e comedy na sabi na panyin wa bon
onimhwe bon
onimhwe
onimhwe
eno na me ne I also ja no pere ni also ja edi nkomo na also ja ka ya also ja akwa no nyo Franco Estate also ja so nza na yire fire service yeah nire senior officer
ichiano why there
mama na ya there also ja ira ya there adentia ado so ja ho hene
mama na ya there wasaba so body kra
hey
100 soja for years
For the years.
4 years. I had it. Michiano.
I don't know. I don't count towards after you see, and I'm no so the Dico, very say, Governor, my dear Debbie, who I'm in Chasa, say, Debbie. I say, oh, my eye, see ye Niscano. Ye, any plane, by assassin and party, Nipani Daniels cow assassins with a photo plane. What do you want? The whole country need plane, but individual country no more plane.
But on Yampa, we boat.
We come for that. I do about
yeah. Crow.
Oh man, yes, say, or mine need to mean operate national airline. But your individuals say, war mining more, they operate national or more private airline.
No, we are search on my be say.
I search on my be say BBC. Na ye de akofa ni pa say. But national Friday yakopon. Yabu.
I think. Obi a we failing in life no be my enemies.
Yes.
So Ghana failing.
Ya failing. Ghana failing.
Yes.
I can't some few my ye wa say you call June. Next year.
Wo asase. Na wakofa pani. Say ombedua ndoba oso. Na pani na ba etimi bedua na odi esi dan na oma obi sedem
no oma obi sedem
it takes obi a sebi adwini shedan ko echire
odwe ho you don't get it
nti Ghana yare
yes. That's the word
Ghana yare
you will spend this kind anyhow
yes.
What's Public Account Committee.
Me follow pan.
Who follow?
Me follow pan.
Public Account.
And anytime I mention me real.
Me say,
Governor, me real.
I want John Dramani Mahama to be different.
Yes.
John Mahama's second time it should be different. It shouldn't be like normal president. Obia yes, normal president.
Yes.
No, Mr. President. Debi amikase. Eka. Dollar na Mr. Me say dollar na is stable no. That is what we were calling for. 80 sebi producer. Ye kofa junior high school mane be president and the dollar will be stable.
And then no.
What you say? Express road na wo say oba be yi no. Wo say oba be yi no. Na ye calling for say young complete this dual carriage.
Yes.
It's whoever uncle Bebani we will give that person pressure to do that dual carriage for us.
Yes.
And still, me cry me saka cho say I wish nkabe complete amaye before krawa ko start to express road.
Yes.
Mr. President. Say you light here. Do so banti ye bepe another power be kan man normal. It's something that you have to do it. Because what me hwe say do so bantu hwa ma won crofo. Aka de ba compare that will differentiate your friend saying wo any other president na abra wonya wo second term. Wakotena fie wabedi president wahu de ewom wasan akotena fie na wosan ba back ani na ne say obema Ghana how you spending your money no.
Yes.
How you spending your money no. You best spending money wisely na nipa obedi sika anyhow no ya punish no. Yeah the 3 weeks I organize all African games I want my Ghana mu all African games yeah the 3 weeks 3 weeks you know. First 1 week, you know, na ya de ba kumienu bi pe na ye. Eti the major competition, you know, it take 2 weeks. 2 weeks, you know. Unim amount wa a police for be share so 60 police personnel. Ya di tu amoka 60. Within 2 weeks, you know, 60 police personnel. Ya momo 35.8 million Ghana cedis, 350 billion Ghana cedis within 2 weeks. Are you okay? Okay, more video no mama why? According to our or say no production video na ready. Momo na Ghana for ina hu bi. This is pack. And me yasa yama Kofi Adams na ba bet na ho be ansa. Mustafa no we he. Nipa na sa de ni happy na under administration as a sports minister. Sa nipa no we he fa.
For 6,000 police officers. 6,000 police officers. That was the so-called, I don't know whether they call it Africa Games or All Africa Games.
Chairman is African Games.
It's Africa Games. and they spent 35.8 million 2024 for police officers, and we don't have documentation on it. Ministry of Sports, how?
And you are watching 92 TV.
And you want to sit here and come and argue?
Chairman, with respect, on that matter, Internal Auditor, you said you raised issues with that at the Ministry of Finance.
No, with the police, when they submitted the bill.
When they submitted the bill,
Yes.
who did the scheduling with the police for them to be able to deploy that number of people?
Please, the LOC.
And is it, the reason why I ask is this: who, once answering that, and who submitted that bill as an addition to the outstandings of the ministry to the Ministry of Finance, all in your schedule of payables?
So on the scheduling, since we have the executive chair of the LOC for Accra 2023 here, let him speak to that. So we'll get back to the submission. Thank you.
Good morning, Honorable Chair and members of the committee. I mean, this was the bill submitted by the police at the end of the games, and I was really baffled when the bill was submitted to me because we didn't reach that agreement. Initially, they were to have policemen to assist in carrying out police duties. We were initially even feeding them. Then they pulled out. And from nowhere, at the end of it, they brought this bill. And I wrote to them to justify why such a quantum. And they couldn't justify. So that is where we've gotten to. I was shocked to the marrow with the kind of bill they brought. And I said, please give us justifications and break it down to support what you are claiming.
How many weeks did the games go on for?
We started from the first, second, third, with regard to the early games. But officially, the game started from 8th to 23rd. But we had early games. So give or take, let's say we had about 2 weeks.
2 weeks of game.
About 3 weeks. Say, let's say from 1st to 23rd. So let's take it for 3 weeks.
Let's be generous and make 35.8 million. Just for 6,000 police officers.
So, video near 20. Let me comment on this and we will come back. Sorry, I said 6,000 police personnel. 6,000. 6,000. Without any documentation. Without any documentation. And an internal auditor. At who or mubisa no what as more kind or can say they should bring they should bring everything to support and the blah 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 and internal auditor police for the 7 producer 7 producer omu ya above the law until I say they should break it down and bring whatever to support what they are come to demand, you know. Are they above the law? Uwe ya LOC that time football na mu sa LOC on Crawford organize we say no. O say yeah, when they brought it I was surprised, so I said they should bring. Come on, and you people gave them that money without any documentation. Hey, on my bena ye bunu basa basa sa 350 billion within 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks. Hey. Na sebi uko heaven kura nyame becheche sika foolishly like that. Uko heaven na nyame becheche sika just like that. Sa program fun we ya omo ye wo ho na stadium no kura say assess no. Police 6,000 police personnel. Omo ko show musu within 2 weeks. 350 billion. Hey, a day. 2 weeks.
This week.
Ada mobile no mo hangi ye ko wiem. Na
You better the whole Ghana police a month. Sika come salary. You better this week. Every month, you better.
I don't know more your minus.
Come on, team the
Now where do you cry you? Okay, ID card they added to your rubber plastic ID card. One who's a come. No more job minister back on to go and the MPP. More quack fire friend say, Kofi them so met now.
Governor person me visa say. Obi na na wo. And I started also. And I nipa ne fi ho. It is a one ba. Why na was your friend? Oh, san nema we na at times ma ye kasa no. Kwa nipa na ye no otiazo mu ye. Ono ne ba be answer sa question no. They kofa we aba see no.
Chairman of the PAC, Public Account Committee. So ni say Professor Musa Chibano.
Yeah.
Yeah. When your friend is Samuel Tamios, MP for your friend is say Elimina who and I say say something like that. Look at the passion. The real crackle. Look at the passion. Everybody will say, I think I have to handle Mama Yoko and that's Attorney General. No, mon daily criminal wait away. You share the second video. Oh, I don't get it. I'm for Brewo Chrome how.
Ghana there no.
I'm for Brewo Chrome how. People are suffering. University lady, area school. Wapa juma onya. Or you say okwachira there be 600 Ghana cedis, 700 Ghana cedis, be 800 Ghana cedis, and that is economy. And that is economy. Now we kwaje 350 billion within 2 weeks, without any documentation. Hey, now musuma sorry at times Canada mom say Monjenko Uya say when they brought it, I said it to myself, say a Dawson, so they should break it down. And what their mom. Now I say my woman say this package mom yeah. Me shall say follow packing no. And your friend say first NDC. That time Kokwadjuma Manu, no your chairman of the pack. Me shall ya masha na me dia babesine. Pack. Public Account Committee. Say ya be ni say ya fiti sam. No obiti ekurase ya dia boniba instead of so ade be ba hospital pa adwuma papa aduro papa bi ama no a champion ya tete na ya de akekere ne sa because sikani ho
call 37 abed in ho ya wesin call
ya 37 the whole presenter radio presenter anya severe accident, serious accident. Now you didn't ambulance mu dinako your friend is 37 military hospital. You didn't call your friend is rich hospital. Kolebu no bed to the standard you did not plastic chemu. I catch as a bed needs one. Nipa me and say who that so you train much the man for say or mama fana fe yam found to so unku nipa no wa. Say na niti afunu say her bed needs one. Na niti afunu. Wa bodam.
Oh more than man wa head.
Wa bodam. Wa bodam na say bed needs one. Funu na de da so ye twem motrema for so mo mefa. Ye wia na ya what say ya na wo se kura gu no.
Come catch us last week. Obedi na yere ba.
Munya second video ni ready na me ewo mo ho.
Obedi na yere ba me shop. So mu kra 3 Ghana cedis some person mo dey start as some capital. Just 300 Ghana cedis. No my best start bravo. 300 on a nearby 300 just last week here. 300 Ghana cedis just last week. Now sika you know sika man for a say no sika you know Ghana ha cobra mobo to man ye be ni Ghana be ye ni we no so betwem say na we no twem now o make can say ya no so mo de ko na be transit ni ya transit kan ya se sa ne be sa kan no den de e hu no braho ne ahwe ni ya sana yi twade ato ho no ochine bi bebu hu atai ochine bi bebu hu atai. We should be very careful. Mobo na yaka na we abe kanede we ba mesi no aba no abe ya no se bi obebu yakwase ya no ko na we su aba no obebu yakwase ya no ko ntomo fi say leaders no meto omo no say no mo yanka bi bia yedui bibi anka yedui nke bedu ho
ye disika te say ye mama madadama ye disika te say ye mama madadama
aden ye yo man sir aden
2 weeks
yes
2 weeks o dey fa no kwata 3 weeks so utie papa no o say program na start your friend is the first 2 days there na nya ibia until ye 2 weeks o say the 8th to the 21st and 2 there ye me fa ne 3 weeks 3 weeks into 1 week bia no more 50 billion every 1 week na then na election krampo ye mo ye we say mo kuta mo tu akese amode mo enokra na ye mamo say
this month ye be share police for posum sika almost.
I don't blame police service I blame Incrofona na omudi sika ministry no ema sika no but
they should come out and tell us sika bi sa na monsa kan ya na till then
yeah Ghana police service
yes
that another ampare na wo ho mewa
till then we will blame
them yeah today blame mu there because me kai say on day sika bi akwa GBC for what is say GBC director me kai say that be
yes
na yenya sika we there na ka GBC we be ya tre mo ko
du Ghana police me kan say yensa nka sika bi sa till then yenim say akọ Ghana police ho akom ho
yeah so before voice back no be read mo say more voice we ma me bi mo we ni bi
6,000 police officers. That was the so-called, I don't know whether they call it Africa Games or All Africa Games.
Chairman, is African Games.
It's Africa Games. And they spent 35.8 million 2024 for police officers. And we don't have documentation on it. Ministry of Sports. How?
And you are watching 92 TV.
And you want to sit here and come and argue?
Chairman, with respect, on that matter, internal auditor, you said you raised issues with that at the Ministry of Finance.
No, with the police, when they submitted the bill.
When they submitted the bill?
Yes.
Who did the scheduling with the police for them to be able to deploy that number of people?
Please, the LOC.
The reason why I ask is this. Once answering that, and who submitted that bill as an addition to the outstandings of the ministry to the Ministry of Finance, all in your schedule of payables?
So on the scheduling, since we have the executive chair of the LOC for Accra 2023 here, let him speak to that. So we'll get back to the submission. Thank you.
Good morning, Honorable Chair and members of the committee. I mean, this was the bill submitted by the police at the end of the games, and I was really baffled when the bill was submitted to me because we didn't reach that agreement. Initially, they were to have policemen to assist in carrying out police duties. We were initially even feeding them. Then they pulled out. And from nowhere, at the end of it, they brought this bill. And I wrote to them to justify why such a quantum. And they couldn't justify. So that is where we've gotten to. I was shocked to the marrow with the kind of bill they brought. And I said, please give us justifications and break it down to support what you are claiming.
How many weeks did the games go on for?
We started from the first, second, third, with regard to the early games. But officially, the game started from 8th to 23rd. But we had early games. So give or take, let's say we had about 2 weeks.
2 weeks of game.
About 3 weeks. Let's say from 1st to 23rd. So let's take it for 3 weeks.
Let's be generous and make.
Give or take, let's say we had about 2 weeks.
2 weeks of
LOC papa na say, Onokra no ye surprised. He was shocked. So he asked them to justify why that 350 billion for that 2 weeks. And they couldn't justify. And yet you people gave them the money. Who authorized you to give them the money? Is it the minister of sports? Another IGP? And the BBC Moso? Ekacha Musa Chincha Mofamayen. Anna. Yeah, read the second video. Now, yeah. Me rapport Ghana.
Prophets to tell you this.
And Minister, I wanted to go on with the young man. You said, what's your position?
Honorable Chair, Director Internal Audit.
Director of Internal Audit. Okay, you are disputing the 30 million.
Duplication.
When Madam Abnor as I explained to you, did you understand that if we are adding, did you understand her explanation on duplication?
Honorable Chair.
If you didn't understand, let me move on, sir. We are not here to have a shout match. Master, this one I can just hand it over to Yoko. Then you can, and then Auditor General, Attorney General. Then you guys go and sit down and then discuss it. They came there when they asked you, there were some unsupported claims. A claim of 35.8 million. This was 2024. Was charged as cost of 6,000 police officers deployed for the All Africa Games. Could not be supported. Documents such as deployment registers, duty rosters, attendance logs, or official movement orders were not available to substantiate this claim. In addition, a bill for 455,000 was submitted to the Ministry of Sports.
Prophets to tell you this.
And Minister, I wanted to go on with the young man. You said, what's your position?
Honorable Chair, Director Internal Audit.
Director of Internal Audit. Okay, you are disputing the 30 million.
Duplication.
When Madam Abnor as I explained to you, did you understand that if we are adding, did you understand her explanation on duplication?
Honorable Chair.
If you didn't understand, let me move on, sir. We are not here to have a shout match. Master, this one I can just hand it over to Yoko. Then you can, and then Auditor General, Attorney General. Then you guys go and sit down and then discuss it. They came there when they asked you, there were some unsupported claims. A claim of 35.8 million. This was 2024. Was charged as cost of 6,000 police officers deployed for the All Africa Games. Could not be supported. Documents such as deployment registers, duty rosters, attendance logs, or official movement orders were not available to substantiate.
So when unya mpenifo na obi de ade ababeto money say here's ka we say, and without any proper documentation na matam sika na mo de amamo. You see the Ghana is not only Accra here. Ghana and Accra. People are really suffering outside Accra. We have 16 regions in Ghana here. Ebinum ho chiro mo pa. So to me, I need the Mokofa Kofi Adams now say, they should answer this. The previous government, then your friend is a sports minister. You should bring that person there. Come and justify. People are really suffering. Ghana for suffer. So John Dramani Mahama, like I said, about my Ukraine, my dollar is stable. Light may solve light matters. May see hospital. It's something that every rational human being as a president would do. It's a different from president for no more back on, because what you are not seeking for Unia Bema or your businessman or say we Ghana you was capa but we don't invest it wisely. And indeed, we have money. Ghana is not about Trazaco. That de biya monam hono. Ghana baby efo. Mo amunko Trazaco edano. Ode mo modern visited Trazaco nhade. Udu abeka so we do heaven. Enti ofriwa na sesare ndi na pen na omo ministries na. Omo fi se bibia you okay. Go to Chadu honum, airport west honum. Kohwe mansions amanfo esi. Within 1.5 years, NDC Bapa. The previous government, they did the same thing. Please. Ghanaians are suffering. Do something. You create jobs. You build factories. And you'll be a person who met in Ghana, Accra how. Commander Sugar Factory, up to date. Well, Mr. President, do something about how we spend our money. Meme ye bibia just do be a team ye bini enko. Ebasa nka wa ma second time no kranke ye. Ka wa ma ka ene ye mfa mani pa foforo. No so me the same thing. I had Dove TV, SOTV. My name is Kwabena Osuajima, the governor. The last one, social political show. Ugusua Ocean. I'm down. Bright Opoku Buama, a member of the PP communication team. Bright Akwaba, let's say. Great. Pa. I'm sorry, I had the first time on my show.
My first time, yeah. First time.
And I hope you're so there.
Oh.
I mean, opposition now, who you feel more? I didn't hear. I am more Pakistan, go more could do.
I think so. Kind of sad, yeah.
I said, besides, all politicians and
no. So I'm saying, if what you are saying is anything to go by there, I believe probably when you are in government, so say. And also born man into Tembia, you have visited on delivering for the people. So perhaps you have that relief in Tembia, no bit my account, but not necessarily so positioned.
Anyways, and say, Unyes can also in power. Now, would you say, would you see? This opportunity, I mean, to enjoy yourself.
No, so you are talking about people who have worked and
yeah.
So what's it? My situation here, people who have worked and they've been given their due based on the work on my head. And your mom said, "Baby, our man for dream niketa so."
No.
Listening to you, Mete, like what you were saying about the, friend is saying the previous. Friend is saying African Games organizing the Expendables. I mean, this is.
And you make a public account committee.
Yeah, exactly. So I think situations like this, no, it's worrying for the country. And so on my banner say you can be on my name at a particular position. You do not do that at the detriment of your country. Or say oh my Ghana hold on here. Say Ghana hold on till you not be spending money like this. I would see I do more here. I mean, like a broad journey.
Yeah. Try a home run 1 minute. Me buy you be come on live on Dove TV, SOTV. Short commercial break. Then we are back.
Udini baby I'll free buy.
Friend Auntie Messi, if it's Finters Road.
Okay.
Hydrophone Estate.
Okay. But you're then you know.
Many day I see me when you are.
Okay.
But into my glasses are my operation.
Wow.
As I said, dear, right, no, dear,
me no.
Why
operation will mean in house? How many times?
Oh, once, and one.
Okay. It's would when you go and fear bear saying.
You won't be betting a dear. In a dear 80. It's
not just a name to the 80. And nice any problem now will fit in collaboration sabisi say kose. And see addition monoma me my tum jinaho. Okay. Apart from tum no there be na who them ha. matter the main stress will be Matthias. Why? Okay.
Mama, what did I order?
Who are the any funny dear who are dear me ya woman no na me any problem to me da come for not 3 months and sana e me confident my share glasses throughout the school time basis abre na say dear right one dear ehun fi bio my operation ni me enu nyina so
why operation ni me enu nyina so ye wo ketekete no
na me wo
yare no wo ho enti efri ho wa she space sa from Kolabrema
clinic sa basis abre
wa kwa clinic sa basis embre nurse ba ku tra ba bedum aka ba ko na ba ku na dum ye di mfie say
oh by 7 months ni
7 months na ba ku na wo ho na no so ye rough ana say ye okay
ba ku no dia sometimes yana aye wisi kakra but nifano etimi prince osa na ya miya tina me dia do no gus mama ya me ya ta prince osa afa na ejai ya na ejai ensio no so ejai
bo won se merade mama mpacho wo mfie say
80
wow bon se mama 80 years o won fe
that's it.
80 years won fe
that's it.
Enti ni aye kan se na 5 years bra na wo de ba yare na di 75 years o mi a me gina ye kura me nya nsa mfie o yare na nyi chan me e yare ho de bia metimi ka se obi yare wo ne ho ma ne timi de wo ne yam ba nyina wie o kan obi nti ase ofo se wo boa ofo se wo bo wosrem aka se ni se mama wo 80 years na so se ni Kolabrema kura na yare ne start here e mo koda ho admission na se se o 80 years nti se Kolabrema kura wo de bia start 1 year na se awoso na evidence case ya wo no nani di fry from that ya wo ne pem nani ni betema no wo medem ha just one hash on nim ni mame on fa nani se hu ni mame o chen na wo ne da medem ha 3 years nani ni bie mame nti se mama wo 80 years na wo de ya fa ne kra se yare ne se 10 years mpo e na wo na yare ne ba yare ne nko e di 70 years wunyi na yare ne di wunyi ni nyame kra ne do abade sanke ye so onsa ne nante mama
me bae no me nana na onne me bae
wona na ti wachi no good
nti abae na dem ha no na kala si po mi ho hwe me ti ha keke nti asoso so wie ye no na me hwe we na me ho eso herbal clinic
bawon semerade
ana me ho kala si e dia penti dem ha
ana we ho kala si
yes ah papa mani aka ma bo ho no
enro anso sister abaye samai boy wo ho over 5 years o ena ne brother o se ne sister ketwa to se kind of twa ne ha etu hu cat no wo ne hwene so ha sei wenyi mpo a wenya 17 years no hu cat ne said da ho kese nti tells you say from Kolabrema ba no cat na ne da ho na nya cat
the last one social political show on Dove TV, SO TV across the whole Ghana will be here and indeed West Africa as well. Nyamisha will say, Odu Wafidi na to us. Kenshin Amalaba, a member of NDC communication team. Ken Aqua, but it's saying, Nede Haruna Amalaba Kingsley. And I'm a kind of Kingsley Amalaba. So, yeah, Haruna Amalaba Kingsley.
Yes. You see, now
the lawyer, yes.
Issues about the sport ministry.
Yes.
Who will know a problem?
Is it Muhammad Mustafa Muhammad, right? Your friend say
Nipa
Mino, meaning say
the chair and the co-chair.
Okay. Oh, Capac, Public Account Committee. I've not say sorry, and Samuel Tamils.
Okay, you know what Samuel Tamils is.
I've not say sorry. Former Deputy Finance Minister. I don't know, say definitely be free finance. Definitely be free finance. Minim do try, but definitely yes, he can release there. Finance Ministry.
And don't drink.
Me too.
And don't drink.
Listen, Yama Sports Ministry allocation. Budget, their budget. So say Basa and I say they come on, then they meet the sports ministry.
One need to buy Kawukuma.
A finance ministry.
Did you? Honorable,
but I'm not saying Sarah is not a finance sayer. It was finance ministry. Don't forget.
She was there.
He's not she wasn't the finance sayer.
She was there.
Who signed?
Me say she was there. I don't care. I don't want to know who signed. She was there. She was there. Please. No. Me here mami komenim. Okasa na mitia. She was there. Woman no makodi sa dwirim we. Ewie ekotena mrehye bedwafi afo atena konwa kase so ebu afoforo atai.
What do you mean by that? I don't understand. I don't get
it. You will also get it. You see, Matra akunya wisu akam. Na mesa kadimi si President Mahama akra mani nsaw. Oko bojuma wo Geneva, una nkwanso oban nkopon for medu asundwem. Me say one of the institutions ebe bo aban we e BNI. I will never stop saying it. Say issues we can you consider go Public Accounts Committee ka docket wo ho da
can you prepare docket
ka docket da ho
eh ho adwuma
jam for answer questions. Okay, let me tell you something. About 16 civil society organizations are filing, I think, an ex parte motion at the Supreme Court in support of a suit pending before the court. I think, pursuant to the provisions of the Constitution and the Special Prosecutor's Office Act, challenging the legitimacy and the constitutionality of that office. Okay, in relation to Article 884, I think so you're aware about that. Now, we had the whole architect of that office now. It was created for mischief. And the reason is very simple. Dr. Papa Kwesi Indu argued before, and I believe he still holds that principle.
Say,
proper and impartial prosecution of state officials or more use or more office at the embezzle or minus canal. Then we should decouple the Attorney General office from the Ministry of Justice. Good. Now Attorney General and a political.
That is why I was happy when to me. I don't know, make us say deceive and answer whatever or cast or obey special prosecutor.
Let me make my point. Now, Minister for Justice, how's the name suggests? Minister for Justice.
Okay.
The government of the day can appoint. You recall when Kufuor Babem in 2001,
Fast Track Court.
Fast Track Court. High Court, which fails which faced a lot of hurdle at that time due to improper constitutional procedures and all of that. But
according to you,
eventually, that was determined by the Supreme Court, which actually challenged the constitutionality of that. Here, according to me, these are facts and they are available to the public. Eventually, that court, do you remember that court near? Can you mention any person who appeared before that court apart from former Rawlings appointees? Mami, one person. Abra will use that machinery, no? And the persecuting NDC if we put them court. So Akufo-Addo assuming office in 2017 or repeating the same process now, very too obvious. So he went behind the back. No creating officer, a very inconsistent to the Attorney General's office, because you cannot create additional office and give that office a prosecutorial powers without amending Article 88.4. And mind you, Article 88.4 is an entrenched provision. Parliament cannot amend it unless through a plebiscite, in other words, a referendum, for the people to determine whether or not that provision should remain or determine otherwise. And that will be a hurdle on himself or the bar. A best facing public uproar and resistance into Amfahokra. And okay, create special prosecutor office, no. Hiding behind technicalities. And I heard people argue at that time, oh, Oko USR, Omo Obi. And you know, we need that independent office because President and appointed Attorney General. Well, appointed Attorney General, you know, or don't appoint all the other ministers. And until Attorney General and any other ministers, you know, they are all cabinet ministers. They said they call the cabinet minister, Edisika, want me to name Fadun Kujina Mrenim. Oh, really? Oh, you minister also your mamma. No, your mamma so and so what? And so what? Do we run our mind by sentiment? No. And they created that office. One of them Quatrano, Martin Amidu. Or no chan home catches of Pina Kufo or Inakita Mame. At the time the certain president was in office, the Baden Akufo was he able to challenge Martin Amidu? Did he pick him on? Martin Amidu prepared a report, you know, kind of for real tired, never been a quarter bruises, cram down a human backroom, you know, no significant napa, no more to cut in some or no, I be Martin Amidu. These are the people. So are you surprised, said Nick? After creating the office of the special prosecutor office, you know, they bad no more the office in here. They were thinking that they can use that office to hound NDC Bahama appointees. One of them chain so about minor chrono. Were they able to do that? They couldn't. Even First High Court. Okay, Adams Ibrahim, Kwame Pepranum, and Honorable or the saying Sepayankinum. And if they were not jailed on the basis of corruption, misappropriation, or misapplication of public funds or anything, any crime relating to embezzlement. They said they caused financial loss to the state. They caused financial loss. They caused it, not that they embezzled the money. And appointees couldn't have survived it. For me, for me, President Maris, me born in there was some pajamimu. Maris was a fantastic human being, a consummate politician, and a lecturer par excellence. He did marvelously for this country. Me party and I said, especially when he became president and opted not to prosecute Akufo and appointees. Not too long ago, Dr. Is it Kwame Ahoy? Omudini confuse me. No, is it Kwame Ahoy? They all said channel.
Kwame.
On Kwame now. Okay, Uncle, me moju baby obia. It is ono beka say by is it September, October 2009? Now over 100 docket are you ready on Kufuor appointees. You also don't court. I'm ball late President Rollins Amanier. But President Mills called last minute and shut the whole thing down.
Because
that didn't help us. But going forward, no. Look, the reason Tia may cite BNI, I mean, can say, when MPP came to power in 2009, when they left office in 2009, one of the institutions said how power was BNI. Because BNI is incorruptible, as we know them then. I can't tell for now. You can't bribe them, you can't influence them in any way. And if they are pursuing you, they are pursuing you. They can investigate, they can arrest, investigate, and prosecute. One more chinkophobia, the MPP didn't like it. Rekubro Benum and Asamo Boatin in a yere, and then Kwame Kojom Pirimina, BNI Chomina. So when the MPP came back to power in 2017, they set up to weaken the BNI. And unfortunately, after creating that weak institution and left it, upon the return of the NDC, the institution is even more weaker. Like I said before, that issue so can you call or they say PAC,
Public Accounts Committee.
No, a document should have been prepared on it. Me no can say now we can't say in class for near here for once. I come from those places. I was born in Dancing Gromisa. Yeah, kwanye. You knew super and all of that. School I call you kwanye. You nam in foot room a room near Koba. People there deserve a better life. A yesika utia na juha wuti. Bosunu so betu awoka. Ye tia we up na 2 force. Ona wala 2 force. No sia okwem. No wajini income tax. Meboa.
Ampa.
Ye ne dibu o man no.
Eno na edibu.
Ni aboabo no wi a yesi deploy police for how many days?
2 weeks.
Or pay a man for Chinkudi. Are you surprised?
Yes, I'm surprised.
Are you surprised?
I'm surprised.
That Omo no watch for 15 days and also quoted $50 million. Are you surprised?
ID card.
ID card, no journalist. Plaque I some fancy mukom. Namo se ba ku saying. Enti nyuma when the course under the previous government. See I never President Mahama ye yina unsa man for enshira Moses.
Oh yeah.
People are happy that at least things are happening, and you mentioned them. Dollar is stabilized. The dollar city has been stabilized. The dollar is coming down. About interventions or the when the Iran, U.S., Israeli triangle war started, the effect that can buy petroleum no so buyer in taxes not free so and further make certain interventions I'm a price number from good.
But we are not happy because
Ghana for Ghana for Ghana for even though they will not use that as a yardstick to vote against NDC, which I believe.
Some of us will
However,
use. Some of us
we
may use.
Okay, fine. Now, also President NDC about them. Yanchi a Cronfon, Udebufu at Robertia said, Cronfono, we are dear NDC, or the Sebastian Bechino, Yanchi, we have to attack Cronfonaba. Nakan of Fulton for US and Bra. Father, who cares about that? Oh, and to the idea in any bisun. But, so we no call so, and the Kufadua, never again. Never again. And institutions they are President Muhammad Mamomo, they said Charles keep on the BNN and go for one ma a so-called MPP apparatchiks. No more capture sensitive areas now. One person by your fatano. They should act and act well because the public are watching them and they are accountable to the public because they are paid by the public purse. They are paid by the public purse. Comparing them also investigations, analysis, human security, legal, and others.
So you think Yoko is doing much better than BNI?
Far, far better. Far better. Keba the Senate also Minister Echo Grounds to know say in Yakwine. Meanwhile, you were district director of BNI Ewoho. But in Yakwine, who's supposed to be the ears and the eyes of the government? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. BNI own. And one of the most weakest institutions as we have now. The weakest under Charles Kipo.
Under President Mahama.
Under Charles Kipo. Under President Mahama. You see, the president have given you a job. You are supposed to deliver. Justify your inclusion. Okay? Justify your inclusion. Can you, sir? When we will come to discuss that institution proper. Because for me, President Mahama Koyi Bevlo Lati every 2016, and the MPP team win that elections because the security front was weaker. And for me, I can foresee the weaknesses in certain areas as far as the security is concerned. Kaban saying, and now, Oko National Blue Gator, MPP General Saddam Wahod, they are still at post. Why should that be the case? In security, you do not compromise when it comes to affiliation. So I'm saying professionalism. We agree with professionalism, but trust that person, say, or could that integrity to be professional and upheld that professional ethics and standard when it comes to the job. And yet, where party apparatchiks are deployed and left behind, you come and use that same leftovers. It is so pathetic. I am hoping that the system will change itself as early as possible. Because what is happening is very shameful for this thing to have come out at PIAC or at PAC. No. A bong cry, a bong. Billions of Ghana cedis being thrown away.
This
Jesus Christ.
And I know what the Juma say government definitely say PAC. Do na no. Aya na ye the previous government and now mobile meboa. So say omo best is omo mranum. Na ade ni si ye nipa no or ye leader or no na so omo friend and ye current leader.
It has to be done that way.
Because me who Kofi Adams no be
or two he's so comfortable.
He doesn't know anything. Only do you get it? And the nipa na ade ni happy under or no.
President Mahama can say before the elections. Osa Kufuor was just 9 what is. Or sorry we are. Na sabi we who sabi a born na ya say the dantemu e wa kunwa what is no.
But I remember President Mahama
and one cry. Second for Reta Benecot na Bruce also Magrum.
President Mahama can say, who's a local government for so at the same committee? I almost so yes, I then your friends one is it Rahel?
Okay.
Queensta, one and also yes, I didn't. President Mahama can say, obey take such matters serious. Now, Washington Attorney General will deal with them. So please, Mr. President, I think it's better for us to do that. Because
Governor, the challenge here is that Attorney General doesn't investigate. In fact, maybe some Attorney General, I cry for him. He doesn't do investigations. He prosecutes. And the strength of your case is the evidence you have. The evidence available. And whether or not that evidence can stand the legal scanning of the law. Assembly senior judge no ni ho. No be any ho. Ena ye court judge nim be ni edeko. Adanse ni edeko.
Yeah.
Na danse no ni pada ye so nkopa danse ni mbra. Ni pada ye so nkofa danse ni mbra. No mo ho asa na meka wa hayi. Omo ho asa na meka wa hayi.
Mamina was na me call bright on the PAC public account committee.
For me, Mami Fakunya is na chia wo ti for no hwefo na obi o share of TV bia ye cha na nyumbe na memfa e cha so my flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Very well.
I say mba ko bi hu yan ansa na maba your question is so I think say gradually ni ye kamia your men bia nipa enkwa hu yan. Yes.
Okay.
We are beginning to see say sa na o message mo.
Oh, Newton, Accra Newton. I was there. Yeah.
Echo share ground and not move for any other security for we always wait for tragedy to happen and sana it to one more. That's when you see all the impenifor sector and so
I
think exactly. Why do we sit down for things to happen? I'm saying this in connection with there's offer anyone is to not say the stretch now a connective from La Paz to Malam Junction. Say that particular stretch overpass.
Yeah.
So I stretch now and faster now we see Malam
Junction.
Bridge one master Tibubu.
Oh,
I've seen this thing for the past 3 years. Starting getting. I've tweeted about it several times. And so when Udru Honoma, the iron rods are exposed.
A joe ties the beer. And I would say Udru Hona, you have to slow down.
Because of
take traffic here. A course war Honosa, a walk before what you must sunny. Ede ababe do your friend is down hono filling station right to hono.
It's sad. Na bridge ne side no e bubuma e cut down.
Nobody cares.
A drain me by this time I Yebepon program no long vehicles or more 40 feet containers in 20 feet containers. That's where they move. and those heavy trucks in
they don't care. They don't care. Yeah, it's a.
You bet chama didn't break the pan. You have national morning. Or how be home penny for yet 2 cars. I mean, you have now you can't want them because people will sit aloof. Say when you book one go for cancel like a business.
What am I for sick before? Yeah.
Why do we do this to ourselves as a country? Until the governor may have said, say, because I applied that road a lot. And I'm going to make this one a crusade until that thing is done. You are doing well. Yes, because why should we wait?
I'm dangerous. Overhead in this world, very dangerous. Say, Ufi, Mama Chan, Ufi La Paz. Young fan say, "Oh, join us. We now could see. What's the name?
I mean, it's the N1.
N1. How? Young fan say, "Oh, Malam Junction." So overhead, the president Kufone see. I remember pa.
Yeah.
So Malam overhead.
Yes.
And no, so overhead no so.
And
now you see, you know so I walk when and what
sideways
say no and what into one am so dangerous already.
Barricade no one side.
And a ho no bubu no. And one say who you overhead no so ye de iron rods akese bi. Okọ kakra bi a iron rods so na Adena cover iron rods no who na den ayi ana a pp it would do what traffic e be cross so e do tie de bia na udu ade pidem and not to overhead ni ye week
Africa so e be tene makna pass na yes and
the governor I think say we have to be proactive as a country. Say time be a bet now. And saying year ago, Mr. Abuja is going around inspecting work.
I hope so. Be fast, I hope so.
But yes,
those who are in charge.
He is one of the most proactive ministers that we have ever had.
So far, but what we are seeing, say enkoyeda da na bi mi dibika ko
because you see, as my make no, you bet now how many buegum in go fall losing lives. Now you babe na because a whole the next time I must send there my production team. Now next time I show a bubu my iron rods no amaleba and baby it's in fact like it's at 2 places.
In fact, I think the last week every school man a colleague gave me a lift.
2 places.
I raised the same issue.
You are right. 2 places. And yes, I hono. And we not pe once celebrating so we share omo baby like it's near points now omo the winners at so. That intersection the bubu.
Yeah, yes.
I blame highways.
Yeah.
Those who are the road and highways, yes, very serious.
I
blame the Department of Urban Roads.
Both
of them,
and even the West, MCO. And if you go to the municipal, more engineer,
because you are supposed to be the between.
Yes, Huna wa let it. Your friend say whoever is we say. Who first?
That's a bro. Then you ride to the
highways.
Region,
region was
sad because on that particular stretch, more street lights in you so.
Like
it's a shame.
I never failing for past 5 years. And I say for past 7 years.
Because the governor for me,
I think so. I interviewed the regional minister on radio.
Yes.
And I see my your friend is say street balls. And I me beside say DNHS or say I'm in Crawford. I mean, you're the worst minister ever.
Madam Nido Prudi, I don't know why she's.
I don't think that. No, please.
No, but you see, no.
Now I blame you see, in terms of street lighting,
I agree.
Yanka Rose,
I agree.
I personally, my interview, I know what I'm talking about.
But she coordinate activities in the region.
Amaliba.
I know that many roads in Accra, in fact, like you said, about the last 7 years, were not functioning. The question is that an excuse? No. What
including traffic light,
yeah, I agree.
What I'm trying to say is that this woman, Obian for Mike, Uncle Senna, Obian Sonny, in the first 100 days, she made that statement.
I say 100 days, or
categorically
70%, or fixes 70%.
What has been done about it?
But I said,
don't fix it.
Who to make us say people are not working? You see, we are punishing them.
What is the social issue in there? I've been saying, say Ghana, ye koyechi. Because me him say Nana Akufo-Addo be president. Say obe fisu ye ho na ho fa aba. Na okọ nani mu abrabo.
Yes.
Na busuafo okọ mo ani mu abrabo. Chebi kwan ekọ nani mu abrabo. John Dramani Mahama okọ nani mu abrabo. And it here Ibrahim Mahama no me na anya another contract. They are all going forward in abrabo. Ghana as o man ye koyechi. The reason being this. When they name from Dakuman, Edibesi Dansuma Junction.
On the right hand side.
You can't say where you crazy, you never believe it. Say, and so time fee and so fee can from Dakuman Junction, we see Dansuma Junction, and a 1 to 2. Just a Basaba,
Buzia Highway.
I say Buzia, the Oba Buzia die, say. But from Kaswa coming now, who do Dakuma Hono? In between Dakuman and Sarah Accra High. Yeah, friend Academy. Accra.
Yes.
Dansuma Junction was right to Hono at Amalaba. Say, catch your say. And soon I won't say, first and not colony fino. Sana hot you. And I'll do what to say, hobong. And I'll do you catch us a higher, greater Accra. You will never believe
Capital city of Ghana.
Capital city of Ghana.
The governor, they don't want to say penny for the so fast. So do you know that because of that particular kind of outer lane?
To say I'm for yeah, saying
it's cancer and on him cancer. I was thinking for Nanke.
That's my friends. I saw down.
KFC now. Only say because you are not supposed to use that in the police force is taking advantage of that. Una be farming one as of our This is what the police is taking advantage of.
Because a 1 to 2 months
instead of you the police.
And so no man so be into fee like
a bomb.
I say yeah, na your work class you fee ankasa e bon
adwayechi.
To say you adwayechi as so na e sa bi pen egu up. And to say do kan ho na e say cars na nka ebesi ebi a ho na ubetwa say na wa drop passengers no. Na say wa for wa be fa KFC outer lane.
Just
say ultimate fa ho. And police for na ebirim so hu nyansa hu say ho na say. Etiri say wa una main road no nya de be fa say ya. Ono na o kan no so ya chew. Eti nipa na okwa asonda ho no ye car ne be on fa he no de akoda so.
They are taking advantage of that.
On fa he no de red and so my needs.
Yes, Chinkofonia the way they mention man before you come on here that same equine cancer because that particular Kaswano is one of the busiest road in the suburb. I can say a Sahara away. So what shall between a friend is saying a barrier. As you can see SCC junction on the left hand side, Bibi Atala friend is saying company. Yeah. That place, a honuma where water runways are. Any person can get build over honum.
Yeah.
And people are making say and say so try. A home continue flooding. Not at my major traffic is no. Ya saying ya obi amana go see a friend is a billboard. Kesia it is see runway now. Yet I can say for some past months no. We are trying to dredge no. Was saying see when it's
I don't on mine one. On mine no.
What kind of country are we
running? On mine akwa Airport West. Chado, East Legon, Airport. Your friend is West Legon. At the far one is so attention in now. Yeah, you go. I have for you in a kwasafo. Yahu here.
The governor.
A one pe odu Chado now share dine road where ye demo. I know what the hell now castle or castle you want.
I have always maintained. I have always maintained. Say Amaliba. Kwame Nkrumah. He had no predecessor to take clues from. He was the first ever president of Ghana Yenya. One benya president bia wa betwemuko. Na wa shenin fum so also and now where that president fell short. Now they are correcting the mistakes. But today, 21st century, Jay-Z forming, yeah, that's so Bonnie Dean to be one of the best presidents we've ever had. Why are we doing ourselves such a disservice as a country? Say, and there, your presidents for Abba, Ubetimasham from Swa, other presidents are here, other places that they neglected. Correct, no. At least there's a blueprint or there's a particular track and Kabetima. Some of these issues, pack issues near there, you can want to say me. These issues, in fact, your network, other networks, they'll talk about it. But some of these social issues, and then we know, and left with us. Say, you can want some on the governor, a hard drink. I didn't know yet, chairman no mercy at a rem chamber. And then so to him, see, couldn't go fast so. But it's as if we do not have the municipalities in our canon. I said the engineers no more the various municipalities no. He said you don't count for no work done. So oh Ben you may have traffic see so because in so ka to here traffic is still so productivity be zero. Or stand up go and spy on that road. It is a shame. Now when your police force they are taking advantage of duping citizens because on far utterly in our wababefa sakwane. So why should we do this to ourselves as a country? Yeah, best say you penny for Mama Ghana who doing here. I always say I had the chance to go to Morocco and I mean this was in far back as 2016. So to Ghana how like I always say Ghana we are doing well. Who pay for Ghana? I'm not talking about Europe. This is outside Africa. Our neighboring Cote d'Ivoire. Some of these things.
Morocco they cry they want fair to Morocco for. If you say so Morocco be one fair to
all of these.
How can you compare the Omono come anymore?
It is a shame.
They believe in say yem build your my yem my con anymore. Now can Cote d'Ivoire here. Omanya, after a few months, 70 years. You can't boast of dual carriage.
You can't.
You can never boast of dual carriage.
Me better than me say I had a fair
Domia, bro. You need pass a high Domia
because when you look at the
relocated,
not about you in this intimate about some free animal to quantum my nyana. It needs to be done. It needs to be done. I didn't know a quiet a war no my say yeah. Far resources and so we will not make sure that contractors who are already on the road will get to back by say a express road. It's not as if that initiative is not good. But say no, but you see, say never
yeah.
Why?
I'm saying this.
It's a good initiative, but we know that 2 years I can't me from
I like the zeal of my brother.
Why are we doing this?
But see,
by what?
Acquire yeke, see and of course, we acquire and ya dear Bella perpetual. Definitely. But as the years passes, it will deteriorate. Governor, we should pay here. Crew my quite bien way, Papa. Crew where your team quite bien way, Papa. Sir, I'm a Saman Quaya, and Yenny or my for no. Who free circle bar. How do you see the road?
Now no me for highway no over main road.
I have a plastic area to
yes say.
Let me say I have a plastic area to jam. My body tougher. Win him. From Medina.
Me say combat team dey aguso kama no makoti tem. Hey,
from Medina. From Medina. To University of Ghana Legon. Then to Accra Mall, to airport, to 37. No trim more flat staff house and him. ABC Ridge roundabout, then to Accra Central. Quality was like,
nah, Ufi.
What do you say? A Quanona Mao. I yet,
what do you say? What's that? Jesus, I know not yet, Bob Biba, born yes, and from Mahobon.
But who?
Which is a born a bank.
Somebody who a plastic and on one once into bar.
Yes. Who free your friend is a 37 Hona hospital. I Jubilee House and Would you crow? And
also my penny will first I'll be back for this summer.
I've ever done a better woman.
Yet tell my penny Johnny, you better make that Johnny for some quite. But see, you can't. And you didn't present me this is
very serious.
2016. President Mahama. So he was doing asphalting relay beam.
That one I can say yes because
good.
Many
Nima kwani na
wakama me I know the data na meti jowu.
Okay.
It is a sorry. O kwada obehu se omunye you.
Omunye.
Wakwada na no pa na ye morning show. Anopa obesi kwanson. Na from Malata ebe ye frɛ pick farm. Ebe farm Malata be so oh na ye guso. That was 2016. That was 2016. Yeah, that was.
Like I just wanted to confirm the year.
But even when MPP came almost so yet continue for 6 months it be and a shit. Yeah. It's true.
Come to you see, me engineer, I will not pretend to be one. In fact, I have no knowledge about engineering. Now remember this almost see you. So we ask for Tukwanya. Definitely but I charge a fee 15 echo 20 years no. A quite best certain your problems like that. So you need to resurface it.
That is why I saw planning.
Of course, na Mahama Tamano and then you're planning na. Yeah, no kwang. When you go to Kumasi, a lot of places were done. Including new
topics.
New Dubiase, topics. That's a Adansi New Dubiase district. New Dubiase township roads in Mahama. But now 8 years. Energy, what how would they say? Where was that energy?
No,
I am asking you a question. Let me ask you a question. No, let me conclude on this.
There's a reason why I didn't want to sound political.
No, I'm not sounding
These are
political.
social issues.
But no, mind you.
I didn't acquire a very main road
when we
hold Kumasi Kwanya King, we are not seeking to complete those roads. Yes, you Yakakoyi Express Road. It's not a bad idea. But looking at the timeline,
understand.
Looking at the timeline now, 2 years.
What 2 years that Jesus is Babada?
Oh, Charlie, let's be realistic.
2 years,
Yinja politics. There's a reason why
2 years,
I did not. There's a reason why I sought not to politicize
2 years,
because
no, 2 years,
so are you saying on authority that you finish the express road in 2 years? Amalba Bibisa question put on record.
2 years.
Are you saying that you finish? I'm asking him. Are you saying that you finish the express road? What are you saying? Let's be factual with this thing. Yeah, because social issues. You want us to be political with it.
Let's be real and sincere. Yeah, well, the two major capital cities in Ghana, that is Kumasi to Accra. And since 19 Ghana can never boast of dual carriage, right? In the wisdom of
except the motorway.
Yeah, okay, that is Kwame Nkrumah. I know how many kilometers. Yeah, linking to another capital city. In the President Kofo wisdom, Oba no who said no. Say oh Kokumasia, Udrun Kokwa, it can take you not less than 3 hours and send a work trip. And no yen Koko bypass, right? And na obeyen se one bypass. Ofri hono. 8 years under NDC, they couldn't do your friend say a bypass. They couldn't do JJT bypass. So
you know something?
Oh, Mama,
Mama,
let me die.
No,
Mama, you see.
Those times let me go school at Chinko Krantuni. Bright College. On the mission. Let me use that.
If you tell me, say,
let me use that. Let me use By the time we flap them, what did we do? Quarrying.
He's asking you a particular place.
We finished one lane. We finished one lane. And then left the other lane.
One lane, a dual carriage.
Dual carriage.
I'm talking about dual carriage. You are talking about one lane.
Let's not do a disservice.
I'm talking about dual carriage, and you are talking about one lane. Wait. Let's be real.
Okay, fine. You
8 years.
You finish.
DC couldn't do any dual carriage through bypass. I'm being real to you. Akufo-Addo came 8 years. Akufo-Addo had disservice to Ghana to the standard. That time, na moye. Left one, left one, and no baby, right one, can't go see the Chrome Junction. No, Jai, one yashi. Equity a friend say, a Peja Junction. Only they are buying because that one now road need a hodder. Into a case, a bayas and small, a binay, and we say. But 2023, 2024, oh, who's all Becon? Oh, no, shall I say, or yet your friend is saying. We say udra inema omoye wa pasa kwan so kan omoye fantastic back wo ho no ma ya gusu awie okwa ya gusu e no shy say oye nkọ your friend say konongo right etinka mo baaye no wo de yem fancy Akufo-Addo adi abro enka mahama baaye on complete ya no nkosi ho no ma owia na express road fantastic na wa ya maye meba o say
have we told you that that's what
we are looking at how we prioritize our resources as a country.
You can't say we
are looking at how we prioritize our resources as a country.
Every contractor be a few.
You see,
so contractor be a few.
The president himself have emphatically
said so he will do it, right?
Do it.
But there is no contract.
There is a separate budget for that.
But
there is a separate budget for that.
I cut 2.5 years. So don't forget.
2.5 years for what? For who?
For Bahama to. I mean.
And so, is the Bahama project?
Oh, is
it the personal project?
Look at you.
No, the project supposed to live with President Mahama.
Look at you.
Project Akufo do chance here, yeba yen twazo.
Every day there. Wa promising and so be 35. Either say 35 something.
Kasua Winiba.
No, but are you saying they were into that the MPP?
Yeah, twazo.
We are Bearman men to us with. So we are Bearman Jan away.
Akufo came and let our project.
Hey,
project away.
You see,
you see,
we need to prepare for some of these things, but I can give you a list of projects.
Many of them. Say what about your way? I'm for your way. I bet if your way.
E-blocks are most starting. E-blocks are most starting. I'm most 200. E-blocks are most starting.
President duty.
E-blocks are most starting 200. If we are now 29, we are about 51. What are you saying?
All right, live on Dove TV, SO TV. Baby, my kind message we say, Mama. We free Kwaku Amponsa Asante. Also, good evening, host. Ever since I have watching Amaleba, never recognized former President Kufuor and Akufo-Addo as previous president, which he, Amaleba, will address them as president of the nation. He always mentioned their names direct without giving them even Mr. But he mentioned late President Atta Mills, and even when Mahama was not the president, he, Amaleba, gave their respect to them by calling them president. Please draw his attention to that, and he should give them their respected names. Thank you. Nekrakra say, oh, I've been correcting you on radio so many times. Yeah, issue. So I think he's on point. Nekrakra say, give respect to those. Yeah, say more. Okay. Me come for so have a hospital. Man say yeah, Monday to Saturday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Near bra. Us person me no come chair. Obe yato. Bra. Amalba ka so do bi baba ha.
Sure.
Hwana da be na de ne ba.
You from me upon.
We are fan bra. Oba, let them mention my name. Or a prominent person, right?
Yeah.
Let them mention me, my name. And I will give him.
Or your Dukro,
Dukro, Manembra. Man say, oh, frame, catch him. Say, this is what I want to do.
I call Dukro. No.
Hey, fine.
I call.
Unim home. All right. So, SO Heba Hospital, Mr. Yawa Accra, Amasaman Stadium Junction. Yeah, back and we are planning to come to Kumasi. Yeah, beba, me obe whom we Kumasi honum say, me catch say day ni day say because Kumasi for my request ya check. Yeah, baby be 3 days say wo. Yeah, juma panti, yeah, hudi, yeah, wo dry in sru, yeah, hudi, and yeah, be so wahwe. Ye ni so beto. Inti yeah, so me. Yeah, so me, yeah, be yama wato. Wachine the machines are you when na fine kosi abra na ye show Monday to Saturday 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Your professional doctors o buy do be fa mfidie mu lab ahwe de ekofa sa ani yade ne buy ansa na ye de adru account e kama pa ma che se mu bi mu so aya na yes mu veins na mu block na eyi fina frame no you feel some pain kakra. That is how it is. If you call drugstore now they are there kososo, that is how it is. And you know, Momra Amasaman Stadium Junction, your number any gusro hono, ofra, Maba one bed director, come pa na odiaba, or long journey, Ubitima bana, or afana jobas, and Opanua Babidua by 12-2, na ye na oko come pa. Brana yen show. Me say recommendations na dia man for ba more. Bra, usubenya dance die akwa recommend edia mobi. O share space, you take it off, right? Trust me, 100% herba. Dr. Sophia say can say Jack we brutal. And this demand parliamentary probe into Afenyo Markins attack on judge. 1 2 since me sha say flows one o person kasa emre ne kontie bia na
you boni.
Yes,
the governor omanya etimu de bia ma bisa mo question say democracy na you practicing no, to what end are we practicing this democracy?
So say politicians no be shy say omoye no maye.
That's what I'm saying. It's like to what end? They be intina
to say mo campaign mo adwen
ye be campaigning say yento abamayo 24 hours economy. Ye ba be job 133. Ye ba ye intimi hu bottom no for cran share. All that we are seeing is a friend is a persecution of people.
But let me break this one. I can boldly tell you say Arsenal, Aje, 2025-2026 English Premier League. English Premier League. As I say, Man City and Man City Bordeaux 1-1. You know, for so many years. How many years in Arsenal? 20 years. Arsenal NJ a bit that, but Arsenal fans in Namu brutal. Yes, Arsenal fans no moon through broken heart in all. Kofi Kinata ne can say or no through because Arsenal who support Arsenal will be too akuma who's through. Touching about relegation. And maybe say or more last match in the next day. Yes. It's Arsenal will say yay. And I can boldly tell you it's a Man U yeah so next year you both Champions League. This year and next year. Yeah, you both Champions League. Me too, right.
Yeah. So me come as the governor. You buy a beam when I say NDC for buy a beam. One of the very things Ghanaians are expected them to do is to deliver on their promises. And as a government, if what's your social contract to the people, say, you expect the Ghanaian to remind you of your social contract with them. The social contract here talks about more promises and more to your manifesto. Ghanaians are expecting that the automatic postings will be given. Ghanaians are expecting that our electricity tariffs will come down. They are expecting that the cocoa farmers are more catch on say. Your friend is saying more 6,000 increments. No, you see the 2005 they are not even receiving payments. All of these things are things that Ghanaians are expecting. Ghanaians are expecting that your friend is saying teachers and nurses. Your friend is saying allowance no. Moka say you guys are going to pay them. You are giving them. On my year for 14 months, I feel na she say you be your mokano. All of these things are things that Ghana forbidding. I expect they are expecting you guys to do. And he say as and when it's a munya, you'd have Ghanaians talk about it. Ghana for expect say omonkania ebejinaso. Say a basa omonkania so nyinaso they are going to voice out. We've had known bloggers in this country who are talking about doing so. And it is not a dear ye MPP for na ye can want them. And then aba. We are having a can say ye kamenya party be a course to say there's a particular court can say Ghana ha. A same BS here ye this case no conho. Especially when it has political people involved. And I'm talking about the Circuit Court 9. Ewa Denta. Amalibati okase mi say Yera John Domani Mahama say Yera na Nado Ede we Jani na Eden Otimu. He has said it. Obi abeche no waha. In fact, Yera Mahama can't asem ni den obi kwache no. Ye to memu wa say he labeled a particular ethnic group so me Achim Sakawa Mafias. Did we invite Yera president? Nanado Asia clergy, His Excellency Asia clergy can say, hey, haven't we heard the comments being passed by the former president then he was? No? What did they say in this country? Sam George, I have votes here, I can say videos here. Here was Sam George. It's your memoir. I have the video here. I'll put that in private mass and their mom. Eka said the president is a pampered sport child. He said it. Obi invited Sam George Waha. He even said he was sitting on his ears. Used all sort of words on him. We have and the majority leader, Mahama Ayarega, on Minister Station Joy News. And now on MFA at that time interview about his perceptions on judges of the Supreme Court, or say they do not have knowledgeable people sitting there at the Supreme Court. Did you hear say Obi friend or somebody invited him? And then Naba Yera Bafa Bonye has expressed his opinion about a particular pattern beer he has seen.
How did he express opinion?
He feels that
he feels.
So you see, I am.
But you can't use your feelings to describe someone as
I have given
political judge.
I have given you trend. What I say, Obi catch the Supreme Court. They say they are not knowledgeable. Mahama Yarega and the majority leader in the cast asked him, did anybody invite him? When Sam George was making those statements at the person of Akufo-Addo, did anybody invite him? Yenka say, Sadie enye yentokosonye. There's a reason why Muabim. And you guys are foul.
What Abraham said, will you say it?
You let me just make the point.
Say it?
Not
what he said. Will you say
me person me losing me thought into me back. I'll just answer your question. What was he trying to say? So he feels that a non partner air course on say issues be about neither a particular agency. I say a yaba that particular judge and needs our courts no. I say yeah agenda. That is his opinion. That's what he feels about it. And Nintini Hakofa Yerabonye. Provided the process no kind. The judge thinks that he has breached any law. This is a civil matter. Why are we hiding behind the state's apparatus? Say we are trying to silence people. Say yeah, momo enka. I semi like a home country. I say. Whereas momo government and as I bet enka say and this is far more like a bemunne. You guys are guilty of same offenses and even more. Me make ready to be one party so in and me present say Obama Gordon Asaibe Fancy Comedy Baba Mandu Okadetie Fipa can say FIFA David Esando Paul Adomotri Prince Ofori Yaira Abdul Emmanuel Kwache David Afo Akosua Jollof Abronye ya kana sim Kwame Bafo Ajinkwanana Charity Tete Priscilla Gia any Adenta Kumi. All of these people and Kofa NDC for Bemu Yakako hide behind the police and other state institutions yet Chomakotum, all because they are exercising their rights as citizens. And then in to me and can't I can't say Nyoma Ekos or my Mwasi. Yera John Dramani Mahama, me I've said the times with that number say he's my father. I can't say if he was my father and Kamepe. And he's the president of the land. There's no way I'm going to use any word I can't say I'm against him. A personal, the governor, this is not the first time we've had discussions. I'm not sure you can cite me say I've used any like word be near there.
Yeah.
But then we can all express our opinions. Instead of me started like can't say I'm a liberty here. What can be? Obien who our friend. But why is it that say people who are perceived to be MPP in Kofo, when they make statements and they are criticizing this government, in Tempana, na ya she police for Kutupa, na ya kakotino. Na no asembe na David Sando Kai. Yente o memuha. For the past 2-3 weeks, which media station I end discussing dum so wasi. Minu and then we have this opportunity to sit behind the microphone in this studio. And I kasa with TV so. Some people do not have the opportunity. So all that they've got is their phones. They can go on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, on any other platform, and they can what? Put out their grievances. It's not as if they are trying to paint a picture that is not reality. People have lived a kind of doom so in this country. Mimi say, Endra, made and now you do me light. And they say, Obi call social media, that's a control, say doom so is back. That's that thing warrant say, Yankochina. And that China Yachin Kapun and Winya, and yet China Yadin Koshe Baby, Yama Yampo Yohun, Nebusa Phone. You are coming back for like a bronye. Asema Bay and Dama minority leader, a fenyo marking, a cocaine some of Okai, Yam before eternity 100%. I didn't know judge is over being a Okuma, so one judge pen a yebonidi. Why? The governor, I judge over being a Ghana. I say, I didn't know one judge pen a yakan ask him. It is because of patterns we have perceived to see. Don't forget, 5 months ago, Bronye who was arrested. That same judge called now. Yet your memoir, we heard the ruling that came out. The governor Satam now with that demo. We spoke about it. Amaboka said no. For him to have cited such radio like it was neither here nor there. Hamza Suyini Onuane Bra has been on TV to say that particular quotation by the judge was neither here nor there. 5 months ago, and we spoke about it. We expected Ghanaians to voice that, and well-meaning Ghanaians, any Omanu Edu Bunum, criticizes Adiano. Now mounts down the line. Wasaka ko chini pakrono. Yenka na semu wiye. Afen krapo na maide. Can say court invite no. First he said that the judge said that Yen remand the Bronye in Sawom. Already, no, he has even prejudiced the case already. I said, this is the kind of country yetimu. And is 4 year, and is 4 year political party. They are intolerant of Ghanaians. Share and then me share. No, and they are telling me be an ambition before so Nima Bobo Brazil. Yeah. Some time ago, he was their captain. But when they were naming their squad, Boni Dean as the last player, come and see Neymar. He himself somebody who was held some time ago. Or they were happy. Do you know why? Power is transient.
All right.
Time changes. The NDC should know, say, time changes and power, we say, is indeed transient.
Very well. Bright, and I would say, a member of MPP communication team. And Amaliba, I think I'm office a mobile research or mine. I'm on mine called Kama. But then, I say, I mean, the same maybe I condemn me. You guys are doing that. No?
Governor, most of for Munya Quaya.
Yeah, then.
Member Mukwedu, Mum say, Mode and 7 be also Edda. Anyway, let me wish Unsa Mahama appointees no or Baba Kuma me Penasampa for very
free zone
reason. Of free zones there on the way.
No, but
I just love that woman because of her courage and her eloquence.
No money.
No.
Why?
Me
say no money.
Honorable Ibi Bright.
Okay, yesterday was it yesterday? Friday.
I think today rather.
No, it was Friday, Sunday na.
Birthday.
I don't know, 1 year anniversary and then the birthday as well.
The birthday. Timami Mano, belated birthday. Yeah. Maybe will be an inch.
Tema, right?
Yeah, Tema. Yeah, Tema MC. Na minche o nebushoni na.
Very beautiful woman.
Yeah, very beautiful woman. Yeah. And a hard-working MCE for that matter.
According to you.
In fact, sound records nature.
Me too.
Governor.
Yay.
Utie Minia Frank Samuel Kenya.
Bright.
Sorry, Bright Samuel Kenya.
And
listening to him very carefully. And in fact, me try say.
What you know maybe I say.
Make it cancelness is in Benin. Well, making certain examples to be our own. He shouldn't have even made those examples at all. In any case, Bibi Benesi Okruma. Governor.
Yeah.
Adefu from Benesi Okruma. BBNC. Yet ye baby near dream yahu. Na MPP for no more suba ina kwa kwa say. Wamo co opposition na. Was a Ghana Mraina co opposition.
MPP. Wamo co opposition
exactly. That's the way they think.
The whole
and to them, woman, the way they feels and how they behave, that should be the position of the law. Yeah, they think that will be this is arrogance. This is impudence. Where a contempt of the highest order, of which no reasonable Ghanaian must count or should countenance them. Let me show you something. All certain and for no Bofante comedy. I'm a jollof for say jollof. And no more can so Obama. I don't much is Obama. Yes, uncrophobia the duo any akondia akosia or mudi kodi boni. And then when you have pictures of some confundable to online, now put it for say. Come and show us how you get the pictures. And information you have, make it available to us. Need treat this microphone down. Any abonne on. Any abonne. Fanti comedy. Ya o kana asemi. Menkai busha for ya wana dream. Abreko awimse akotiato. Ya Ghana yan kokon. Ni ejina dako ja within 1 hour. Ashere adisia abremponi nimpon aswafo nipa mako nwotwe ya asrafo kan na makotena online say we mahama yebekuna sa twa ne yiriti aka ho. These are the people you are defending.
Sanokai
Omanka
maybe so
he cited it. He cited it. Fanti comedy Omanka answer no.
Why they can
Fanti comedy Omanka?
No, I don't.
One tier. Okay, yeah, Fanti. One tier.
But
so one thing is a fancy comedy must answer no kind then fan to. So also one thing that's okay. Until for the motive. Yen fa den to nchen. Na yemra opie mu ya also pan or ohoro no wa hey. Kwame abronye. E dey bad na abronye. You see, Ebano, the judges and the judiciary. we hold them in the highest honor. Right? Because they are the only people in the world whom we address as my lords. You know why? When Yankopon see name was as so a obono buni pattern. With my John Queffrey unsem. Ya on fum raso no undi. We give them respect. In fact, law students are taught to even criticize judgment, but not attack personality of judges. Say, judge, I can NC what you say Okawaha.
Okay.
It gives you the mindset of the MPP. Say, Circuit Court 9, Judge Otiwono, one more MPP for more funny dear man that. Really? And they try to equate sir one more shameful position or more adopting and rob the NDC in. See, as a time near to opposition. Now, court a unanimous FC. Yeah, in this phone, you can't. This phone, you can't. Okay, that near Sir President Mahama in. So, okay. So, judges from one day, bus and a buy. Right? Or more bedroom or a seminar see in the from the public. The public hooted at them. I disagree with that behavior. But, mind you, Article 125 plus 1 of the Constitution says what? Justice emanates from the people first. And the court only dispenses it subject to the provisions of the Constitution. And it is a judge's emanating ruling, not public in our disagreement to that ruling now. They are free to express their disagreement, but not attack the personality of the judge. What's it what the bottle akatanitin what also a judge or a judge be? Now, I am sorry to use the words I will use because of one position into one currency. Let's maintain it. I wish you play that video to a T for the Muntie and someone come and blow your car. But only beneath this issues here, I cost no. MPP Nankasa internal fight. You know why? Kennedy Japan camp versus Baumia camp. And no more use a bronye arrest no. Trying to rob the judiciary in and lambast the government along the line. Can't you say? You were Hana Bronye or better shake in Japan so. Cancer or the idea Shananum or bet change the horn in Sabenkum at green in Sendadini in a good form. Meboa, Wanga. And you are on record. In fact, it is on record, which all of us know. Say, I feel your marking, not unsupported Canada, no unsupported Baumia, no supported in Japan. Or they say, Abonye this year is on record to have insulted everybody within the party. Ya on the end yard. One more attacking. No. What do you be at him? And next year, China, the bad also moye. It's a payback time. Almost a form. If you some can you say? A ban saying for your marking. Ya or no air can Japan, Chitani pa. Alternative Pampi, minority leader in parliament. And the same person was there and still is there as a leader of the MPP in parliament. Yeah, Kotwaba, one I take his side. No sponsor can campaign say womb. Can now winning tea the cocoa pie. And he's underground doing things to undermine the party unity. Why? After your market. Oh, just sir. He's undermined the party unity. And here, see a cheap bronya or ya Baumia company. Then also, yeah. Or bet can someone their judges not before so that they would deal with this guy the ball. And you know, FPP internal fight. Let me tell you something. Let me on this note. Governor.
Yeah.
Uko court honor and executive Benetio. And executive Benet to me, Busawasem. I shouldn't get your to be. Who must have a bandy or if you go to war,
Tamana more criticizing judges and not MPP executive.
Me Busawasem, almost a buying. We never brought MPP government in. We even if we had disagreement, our disagreement anchored on the constructive criticism of the decisions of the court. It had nothing to do with attacking judges. We never did that. And we never said abandon the influence or more.
0532504600 and 0532509925. 20. Also 1 minute. Okay,
we have a lot of issues to deal with. Some of which I discussed were street light, in Kania, in Shuo, Aquine. All of these are Nyoma. Sabi President Muhammad Jatipaye. And no, or what that will be. And no one will drink. And yeah, for your market in case of court. Give us a break.
Truth be told, and I just want to make this. I know, say like it's for Nanya, I can't say they all know the mystery between this, but yet to abandon we MPP, we are uniting Kakran Ocean Yoma, Eboswa.
I like the way Kakran.
Mami family first caller. Mesamba Hobby. Hello, good evening. Didn't baby Akasafri. Yeah. Hello, good evening. Okasafri Chronom. Chronom in Ashanti region, right?
And in our sister or Casava. I don't know Casava. I had this before and time we had them like it to ma. And the moon enough to get another NPS and the other. I don't know of the of the Pachagan of what which I might have.
Your lie is bad, and I'm so to you also. Hello, good evening. Didn't baby Akasafri.
Good evening, my casa free Doma.
Doma,
your friend, Chene.
Doma, side of me.
Chinchi.
Mammy too.
You wait the program. I'm waiting. You say you're
Chrewadjing.
I program no. I am say NDC now or Tihono. Omana come am reform. Oma come am reform because. Niamoye no mpanyinfo eti pa program kese ampanyinfo eti won NPP ni no obobo nipa be 10 dina NDC ba oma chichichichi omo a resi bi anima say okeka but o make nipa tu bi abronye ne fancy comedy na odigina so na o kasa nti yete Ghana ha ye ni abo yenhu ne okọ Ghana ha na NDC for be na Ghana ha tumi die no ode o otumfo kan na omote ye omo tumi enchere ni pansem nti se nne ho nya ba bi te amale bat ho no ototo papa so okeka na oye ne de ka tere se tumi no ebe firi nensa na edru sa ta na mumo sa video we playback na
me da se aya na wachia osaje force ade ye na najuma badu ama me. Hello, good evening. Didn't baby akasa free. Hello, didn't baby akasa free.
Good evening.
O kasa free fine. Your first say. Nungwa. Eh fine. Nungwa, okay. Nungwa, mami too.
Mami person na kasa mo
Ye too, kasa so.
No question pa ni say. I'm for at say I am mad. In fact, no every time when you go back to the now it at the power of me. The money year by Winya, when we were good, I'm managing all that to not just in your own technique, but of the Give me a casta, and I could drag you. I could find the Barunia, which I can't Bamba, the University of Picana and the watch it. Oh, yes, I do.
Meda so line no yes sir. Meda say hello, good evening. Didn't baby akasa free. Hello, didn't baby akasa free. O say o kasa free here fan. All right. What to mention as fun part. Yeah, you didn't baby akasa free.
Maybe the because of Cape Coast.
Cape Coast. Yeah, Frau say.
Maybe the because of Cape Coast.
All right, let me hear you. I am tie me free phone no moment tie me free TV no so. Mami tio. Kasa mi tie wo. Mami fani pa afro. Hello, Udini baby akasa free. Good evening. Oh bad. Men tie me free phone no mu TV no so tie me free phone no mu why? Okay, no anti-man so me say make me fa nipa fofro line so. Good evening. Udin Babi Akasa free.
Cape Coast.
Cape Coast, Mami Ntiwe.
So, young party some contention. Young party some contention. I've been very young. Young try to me, Joe, who president, Jan Wackerford. Then, many Indian young we not the I was first. No, I find my outside day, you know, that day before we came alive. Which is that some of those young better. Judge Funad, right? I am the man, a man on Kodo. I'm not going to partner. You are going to match. Oh, to me, jumping freestyle. Oh, it's not fair. Now, I feel my also they bring that day people go to. I to me say, I press conference now. It's not judges. Oh, don't go for being part. The way I want. All was that was in the African Parliament and point out the fee. By mother, I bring you too much. Too much.
All right, Mamina was say. Na me fa ni powerful. Hello, good evening. Udin Babi Akasa free.
Good evening. Me Kasa free Tema Accra.
Tema na Accra. Mami Ntiwe.
Me pacho wo. Yen nyina yeti akrom ha ye hu de MPP ni NDC ni oye. Then fan city important. Then AC kufoba power. Then AC. Omupa power. Jubilee have then ye hu ye. Nanado eba former president. Nanado eba into then ye hu ye. Into intimidation in the MPP kwa ni mudi by. Enye military or free military. For me as civilian, but they are more than military into Omutu. I blame the NDC leaders. They are not their fault. Omutina pay. They will do more than this for them. They got two aba. So they for more kunipa 8. Yentibi dawo ahase ndamu sore amuye pay. I blame NDC leaders.
Mamina was say all the way from Termine. Pay. Me say me for last 2 calls na yemfa Jumadi NC. Hello, good evening. Udin Babi Akasa free. Okay, we I can't 2 minutes and 1 minute. Me pacho one kasa minja ho nkwa Udin Babi Akasa free. Enkranza. Very well. Mami Ntiwe.
I saw no show now a person in Pashkatra.
Oh, so Yankasa.
Me say me na say. Enkranza.
Uche me free phone no TV no so nti yanka to na emfa nipa fro. Hey, hello, good evening. Udin Babi Akasa free.
I'm Kasa free Kumasi frame. Danso.
Kumasi hefa.
Bremai.
Bremai. Kumasi Bremai. Mami Ntiwe danso.
The pacho I can say NDC for say next person mu chese mu super power bama. NDC for attempt di mudi Akufo Addo ne ba wia. Eso still a obi anti mo sami jamfi omo kan mo nyina te na mo nya ya anti obi a na mo de mo maba na se eno mo ntene ye ka mo chiti mpo so ntene se pe di ka so a nyame na be kire me ba mpam cha madamase ibi
me fa course no bi mana me fancy. Hello, Udin Babi Akasa free.
Epebi kiki me ka te fika kwa money bari.
Keke watakwa. Keke ati say?
Yami yadom.
Mpacho Mami Ntio.
The idea me can say, Omompelina was here when I was CCA. Said damn you wait me for a man. But I can't buy me man on what I say. Comra. No, but teach it and go for. The tired in just on this for a man. And this is all you can see out. Say, do so. Now, and you can't buy you because we should. Then you pay ya. I want me 8 years hands of baby. And say, yeah, who vote to be being. I think I would like to be and you're crying at the end of the day. I'm going to boy. I can't see me boy.
All right, all the way from Takwa. Mamina was saying, now, me fa calls ni I am rena so. 30 seconds.
Now you solve your math, some will say simultaneous equation.
Yes.
You can solve by substitution.
Sure.
Here are John Dramani Mahama, MVP or Abim, or draw letter be command Nanado. I want to read a portion of the letter that he wrote to Nanado by using Onwankasa in this contest. One of the paragraphs will say, I fear that if you do not take immediate actions to arrest this unfortunate trend about speech here criminalizing, when you exit the high office of presidency in January 2029, freedom of speech and free media will certainly not be counted as part of the legacy that you left behind. This was a portion of Yera John Dramani Mahama, a trauma Yera Nanado, a party and more promising reset there. This should not be expected of you. They should remember that power is indeed transient.
They say, or no, be doing radio stations. A board journalist, you kum, a chip in him too.
How about journalist for two?
I'm a swallow in the end.
Now, what's a one coon?
One cool, I'm a swallow.
Yeah, penny po kuno too.
I'm a swallow.
A police for penny po.
Okay.
Who shall I walk? Who will you panayet now? You would want to get
you cannot proceed. You cannot proceed. You cannot proceed.
When you come actually.
Yeah,
Mami komeni.
IGP tete. It seems you found somebody
who and the Kenya Japan. Eddie I'm sure the picture be two.
It's when you cool.
It's one you cool.
Say akwa win China.
Yeah, penipo. It's one you cool.
Deal with him. I will pay. Deal with him. I will pay.
So one you cool.
It happens under whose government? It happens under whose era?
What is it?
No, it happens under whose era? And you lock radio station, and then they kill 8 Ghanaians, 2 of us. Mudeta boy, yes, Adiano. You see, as soon as what happened, Zongo 7. Ayawas was gone. You do a waka from Sam George, your bonusum as a journalist. Now, Kobe Free Kumasi also some video attempt. Omo fa some video betembeto ya na some odi obi atam so ya bo na we kwase asabe munya santro no see a bit discipline be discipline see when them cannot match your intelligence when
to national
cannot match your intelligence
how you rose to become popular in this country was through insult and politics of petrol
cannot match your intelligence
the attempt in Trokasa,
insulted
Penisama, that was
sorry. You fear his intelligence.
You
fear his intelligence.
The gold board, you fear his intelligence. Yes, you fear Parliament.
You have not been able to mention
and tell us how you make losses. He's not been able to go there.
You think we have time? You think we have time for your useless invitations? You need time for those
Parliament is useless.
And your useless invitations.
Parliament is useless. We have no time for that. He's on record.
We have no time for their useless invitations.
Arrest my case.
Parliament.
So you need time for this minority. You need time for
well, I had anybody say. Okay, Terry. Okay, what's a Bright Opoku Buama, IMPP communication team member, and Haruna Amaliba Kingsley, NDC communication team member, and of course Amaliba. Say law school, no baby, where we faculty this year. He came in lawyer Amaliba. Oh, you brutal.